Well, let me get an audio check on YouTube and see if that's working first. Hopefully it is. Still snoozing? Yeah, I am.
Hey Ken.
Hey, Alex.
Well, so goes the ongoing saga of Natasha and Josh.
Okay. Um,
She's mad at him again, and it's like, is is not going to be surprised if she blocks his number.
okay. Um, I'm hearing the audio is good. I'm not seeing my stream showing up though. Um,
Um,
what brings you to this conclusion, if I may ask?
because he said that's what he said.
Oh well.
Um,
So it's
but she doesn't
9:57. I give it.
understand that
Huh?
she doesn't under according to him, she doesn't understand that but, but they can't live together of the because of the group home.
It's not the group home. The group home, if you remember right, the group home's trying to get them together. The group home was trying to help them out to get them together. Last conversation we had was they were working on getting them together. I gotta kill my. I was watching something earlier. Sorry about that. That's my bad. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, or good to see your dog anyway.
It's all a big mess anyway. So anyway, long story short, they're not talking again.
I give it.
It was
It's 9:59 now. I give it till 10:30.
um yeah.
Carrie just ended, so
Carrie just now ended.
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
He was on
Yeah.
2 hours. I believe it's 2 hours. It said 118 minutes. Maybe it said 188. I don't know.
It might be 188 because I'm trying to remember what I was doing when I got the notification that he was going live. I can't remember if it was before I started mowing the lawn or after I started mowing the lawn. And that's significant because I started mowing the lawn a little after 6 and I finished right at 7 because I rushed in to catch the big Fortnite competition.
That never happened.
I wouldn't say that, but that never happened.
Um
It said 2 hours ago now. I don't know. It may be longer. Who knows about the notifications?
That's true. That's very
and I
true.
told you that job interview I thought I had ended up being a webinar. They're trying to recruit people to be travel agents, and you had to pay money to
Yeah,
stars.
that's pretty much what tonight's show title's about. I put wolf or clickbait or wolf in sheep's clothing, and let me bring this up over here first to see how many people are waiting to get in. Nobody. All right, let me turn the waiting room off because I forgot it automatically enables itself. So the waiting room's been disabled. People can get straight in now. That was my fault. Yeah, that was disappointing, Alex, when you told me that because I know you had your heart set on it being a job interview as opposed to a scam. And in my opinion, it's a
I
scam.
don't think it was a scam. I just think it wasn't. It was them getting a whole bunch of people together to try to get those people on as travel agents, and and they said, well, to get started, this is a you basically be your own independent contractor, and you basically be running your own business, and you get started to cover all the licensing fees and all that. You got to
Correct. So let me ask.
And then every 2 or 3 months after that, you have to pay like.
Sure. So I got a question for you. Had they told you that before you scheduled the interview, would you have still scheduled the interview?
No.
So it's clickbait. It's wolf in sheep's clothing. They told you it was a quote unquote job interview, and it had no intentions of being a job interview. Had they told you up front this is a business proposition, or this is a you work for yourself proposition, or however you want to word it, you just answered the question that pops in my mind, which is no, you wouldn't have sat there for an hour. You wouldn't have even scheduled it. Right?
But much to my surprise, once I figured out what it was, there's at one point there was 100 people on there.
Wow.
Then there was 99 people. Next thing I know, it dropped from 99 people to 71.
No, because people figured out what it was. That's why.
People figured out what it was.
Exactly. People had the attitude that you did, that, hey, this is a job interview, and all of a sudden, oh, it's not a job interview, 10 leave. Oh, it's not a job interview, 10 more leave. Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Did they not say prior to when it was all over that it was a job or a business investment?
Yeah. They said, this is not a job. This is a business opportunity. That was their...
What possessed you to watch it for an hour then?
She didn't say that within the first 5 minutes or the first 10 minutes of the presentation. She didn't say that till like she was almost done.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. That makes sense as to why you watched it so long then. Okay. Right. Yeah, I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, it was one woman with 100 other people in there talking, showing a PowerPoint and talking through,
Was it travel agency? Is that what it was?
Yes. Talking through, if you're a travel agent with it, you can get discounts on, we'll give you this cruise, and you can go here, and you can go there, and you can get amazing discounts on Disney World, and I thought, well, I don't have any interest in going to Disney World. I wonder if that includes the Ark.
Probably not, but it sounds to me not only was it a clickbait type thing, and again I'm going to say wolf in sheep's clothing, but it also sounded to me like it might have been a little bit of a pyramid scheme as well. ABH. Hey, hang on, Alex. Guess what I can do on my videos now? Can't hear you. Wait a minute. Are you going to be talking like Garrett? You a little bit of helium? Hello? Hold on. Hi, BH Ringer. I can do some helium too. Tony Wallow. Clickbait rocks. Yeah, it does. It gets your subscribers up. Say again.
That's not better, is it?
Oh, no. Now we can understand you. Yes, that is better.
Okay.
Much better.
Thought a while ago you were doing the old helium down here and going, hey, everybody, how you doing? Guess what I can do now on my videos?
You can clip them.
I can clip them, yes.
Yeah.
I discovered that this afternoon. So, we'll still collaborate, though.
Yeah, you still can't download them, though.
I still can't download...
The clips. Once you do the clip.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So well, I can't find a way to do it using the YouTube clip.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to look into it. But I found I was looking at yesterday's golfing, and I came upon another one that I really wanted to get with you on, and then I'm like, wait a minute, that says I can clip this. So, okay, Alex, continue. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, what was you saying about a pyramid scheme or whatever?
Well, you said it's going to cost you initially $250 up front, and then every so often you have to pay more.
It was going to cost me. They were saying they were saying that one of the things I remember them saying is, you know how when you're watching a as seen on TV product and those infomercials, you know how they say that uh, it used to be like $300, but then it's an introductory price or a special discount of like
Right.
$49 or whatever.
Yep.
That's kind of how they did us.
But you also mentioned, though, that you thought every so often, every few months, you might have to pay some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, pyramid scheme.
That's what they said.
That's what sounds like to me. I mean,
$49 for the licensing and everything to become travel agent. And then today or whenever you first sign up, and then after that it'd be like $70 like every 3 months, so it's ever so often.
and did they explain what that $70 was going to be for?
All of the licensing costs and certification and all that for.
Right, but if you paid that today up front, why would you have to pay it again in 3 months unless you have to get relicensed in 3 months? Send me the link. I'll apply for it. I'll sit through it. Could you talk in Zoom?
No.
Oh.
First thing I try to do is, you know how I have myself muted when I first go into a Zoom.
Right.
First thing I had to do is turn on my video, turn on my microphone, and the first thing it told me back was, "Host has you muted. Host has your video turned off, so you can't." So everybody on Zoom had their video and their microphones muted, so nobody could talk other than through the chat box, and they had the chat box disabled so that you could only communicate.
You could only see them, and you couldn't see the other 99 people. You could only see the host.
I could click on like the participants down here and see everybody's names or where people are logging in with iPhone.
Right.
It was no iPhone. Most people on there was on their cell phones because there was a lot of iPhones, but they had it disabled so that nobody could turn on the microphone, nobody could turn on their camera, and everybody could only chat with the host.
Yeah, I'll say what I said earlier. Scam. I'm sorry. Hang in there. We'll find something for you. I'll have my son get in touch with you.
That Zoom, the microphone and camera and chat being disabled wasn't a surprise to me because there was 100 people on there.
Yeah, but still, I mean, wow. Okay.
Even at the end when they asked for questions, they wouldn't let you unmute. They only wanted
In chat.
So I thought of typing. Can I unmute? Can you unmute?
You should have. So I had a great guy moment today while I was mowing my grass.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm turning into a great guy. I'm out here cutting my grass.
It sounds like something that Gary would be interested in doing because the woman that was doing the presentation was from Michigan.
Might have been from Gary's company. You never know. Yeah, I don't know what made me think about you while I was cutting my grass, and it was in the backyard. I have no clue. I'm just mowing right along, and all of a sudden, this brain, I'm doing the great guy thing here. What am I doing? I did the whole yard today, front, back, and my patch that I've been letting go that I had to clean it out first because of all the junk that was in there.
If you ever decide you want me to call them and say something, the woman that did the presentation gave everybody on there her phone number.
Well, let's see. I have 128 subscribers now. If we can figure out how to get 128 numbers, or that number to 128 people, she could get 128 calls. I wonder how long it would be into the call before she realized you're not interested in shelling out $250. What a thought. What a thought.
Did you check the Better Business Bureau to see if there were any reports on them?
Oh yeah, they said I didn't check it myself, but they said they're proud to have an A+ rating with the BBB.
Be sure to join my stream tomorrow night because I'm going to have an A+ rating from the BBB as well. Yes, sir, I am.
Big spill.
Yeah, that's what it is, Chris. A big B spilled. And Doug sent out. Whoa, Jeff just appears from nowhere. Doug sent out more videos today from for our backgrounds. I'll get them disseminated for those that want it. There's a really good one in there where he's walking out. Please don't take this the wrong way. He's walking out of the bathroom, and he starts in, and then he turns and goes down the hall. So I think he's been listening because when we said, wouldn't it be cool if Doug walked out and or into the studio?
You
So
know, it'd be funny. It'd be better if Doug wouldn't. If Doug wouldn't take our ideas and then we could all figure out how to do something like that with like a cartoon, Doug. And then
15 minutes, by the way, Alex.
what do you mean 15 minutes?
What were we talking about at the earlier part when the show first began? 15 minutes. I said 10:30. It's 10:13. Hey, Josh. Hey, Natasha. I rest my case. So who are you mad at in your stream tonight, Josh? I was watching it while I was having dinner, and man, you were pissed off at somebody.
No, I was just making a point in general
Oh, okay.
that I didn't want any dirt coming in my chat room because that's not why I'm trying to build the community.
Well, I thought maybe somebody had said something in chat or something, and
No.
okay. Just
Well,
wondering.
I was pissed off earlier in the day.
Do what?
I was mad earlier in the day.
Oh,
As
about?
long as you're not mad now. That's
Yeah, are you
good.
mad now? Thanks, Jeff.
So I have made that.
Give me a minute, I'll get him mad.
Well, if you aren't mad now, we don't need to hear about what happened earlier. It'll just make you mad again.
That's true.
Yeah.
Put me in the mute or
Put you in the mute. Okay, I'll put you in the mute. Haven't been requested to mute somebody, but hang on.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can
yep,
mute-
you're muted.
Well, you can mute all of us and just carry on by yourself for a while.
That sounds about like what Alex was involved in today, actually.
No, okay.
He was
So
just
what was your idea for my channel?
oh, I don't remember. I've done 10 things since then.
I fell asleep when you texted me.
Let me see.
Yeah. I think one was to make sure you know how to bring your clocks up. Two, I was thinking maybe you should put some kind of instead of a black screen when you're doing the, hey everybody, I'm going to be streaming tonight, and this is what I'm going to be streaming on. Maybe put an image of that in the background instead of the black screen, and or a short video. I was thinking there might have been one other thing that, again, I've done 10 things since then, so who knows. I was going to ask Tony Wallow a question Tuesday night, and I forgot all about it, and he sent me a message. He goes, what were you going to ask me? And I'm like, beats me. I've slept since then. But we figured it out.
Is that why he was saying in the chat it was normal today?
I guess. No, we figured it out. We finally...
The problem was I have just made that 50 subscriber video. When I have woke up this morning, I found out that I have 39 subscribers. And within 1 minute of me posting that video, the person must have put on the video, watched the video, and said, oh, I brought this person up to 39. Let me unsubscribe. And then the number went back down to 48. So that really pissed me off.
And I don't think that happened at all, Joshua. I'm down to 128
Right.
subscribers. It happens. You get, you gain. You lose, you gain. It happens.
You've got 49 right now.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well, it isn't like the heavens are going to open when you get to 50. I mean, to be stable, you're going to need to get to 54, 55, because things are going to fluctuate.
that's what I keep telling him. 55 is a good, sound, solid number. And it'll stay above 50. If he gets to 55.
Some people will just come in out of curiosity and decide that it isn't their thing quite. Doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong.
Sure.
And just unsubscribe.
And with you having subscriptions on for 7 days before they can comment and chat, they might think, well, I'll subscribe. Do what, Alex?
One day, not 7 days.
You know, I haven't put you in the waiting room in a while. You've gone in there of your own volunteer, and I like that. But, okay, a day. Jeez. So critical.
But I'm doing that for my own protection.
Do what?
I'm doing that for my own protection.
How do I something for my own protection?
No, I'm doing that.
You're limiting the.
Oh, sure.
Sure, well, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That you're trying to weed out the bad people, but I've said it before, and I'll say it again. When I put subscription on for a week, thank you very much, Alex. If someone wants to wait 7 days to come in and harass me, I'm going to give them one chance at it. Because if you wait 7 days, you deserve to make at least one comment. Seriously. One day, not so much.
You know what Kerry said?
Oh, I can't wait. Go ahead.
He said if people pay and still harass him, he said he's gonna keep their $10. He gonna ban on them and keep the $10.
If his fingers were trees, he couldn't pick his nose. So who gives a shit?
If what now?
If his fingers were trees, he couldn't pick his nose.
Do you think I could make it 7 days?
No, Josh, you have to do what you want to do. The question that would come to mind is, have you had anybody come in that's a subscriber that you've had to kick out or hide their comments?
No, other than Sam with Laura.
Okay, then.
Well, but did Sam come in and do anything to you particularly?
No.
And why worry about Sam Lazar? Simply because he doesn't get along on this channel with Ken.
True.
That's between him and Ken.
True.
Yeah, and probably hasn't tried to get in, has he?
Yeah, Sam actually was in briefly.
And
it wasn't me that got rid of him, so. But yeah, I mean, Jeff brings up an excellent point. Just because I don't want him in my community doesn't mean you don't necessarily not have to have him in your community. He might fit in well in the gaming world. I don't know. Your call.
They have no interest, I mean, or whatever.
Sure.
If somebody comes in and causes a problem, you get rid of them, and then that's the end of it.
Right.
But don't prejudge everybody.
Nope.
Do you think I could give Sam another chance?
Well,
Have you given him even one chance?
the chance? Thank you, Jeff.
Not another chance. Have you just blocked him right from the get-go?
Yeah, what did he do to get blocked from you?
I think Tony Waller took care of that, but I don't think Austin.
No, what did
No.
he do on your channel to get blocked from your channel, Josh?
Nothing.
Well, then why is he blocked?
I don't know.
Now, come on, Josh. You know the answer to that question. Why is he blocked?
He's blocked because he was blocked on Ken's channel.
Right. He's blocked because Josh said, if Sam Lazar ever joins my channel, you have my permission to kick him out.
Right.
Right. So why is he blocked, Josh?
With that,
Why is he blocked? Those-
Alex, you want to answer that?
No, Joshua, I want you to answer that.
It's your channel.
Your channel. It was your decision, not Alex's, not mine, not BH Ringer, not Jeff, not Gary, not Chris, not Natasha. You. Why is he blocked?
Number one, I don't know who the heck he is.
Why is he blocked?
beat this with till it's a dead horse, I think. But,
Well, it's from Australia.
no, I mean, we made our point, I think.
Well, we tried.
So how do I unblock them?
YouTube Studio, go in and unblock him. We showed you how to do that the other day too. We can do that after the stream if you would like.
If you want to block him and you have a reason that's satisfactory to you, you can block him. If you don't want to block him, that's all right too. But it's on you. It's not on anybody else.
Or if I could have a volunteer that would like to be blocked, I'll show you why we're live. See, everybody jumped at that opportunity.
Well, if we've been around a while now, how many strikes do we get?
I'd have to wear all my fake.
I thought Doug just covered that on Saturday, did he not? Because we did a little experiment with that.
I'm so old I don't remember now. So.
Well,
Hey, I can't remember till Tuesday. Tony Wall asked me a question about Tuesday. I was like, huh? It's
All you
getting...
have to do is have a
Well,
little sign.
see, I mean, that's what is good about getting old. Next year I can hide my own Easter eggs. You know?
And the following year, you'll find them.
Yeah. And say, who put these here?
Exactly.
Dark green inside.
Just scrape the green off. They'll be okay to eat. I'm trying to think if there's anyone I blocked that I would give a second chance to. So I don't have to get a volunteer. Let me look at something off camera here a moment.
All you gotta do is have another Google sign on, and there you go.
That's true. And best of my knowledge, Sam Lazar has 15 logins. And he's been blocked 15 times.
Well, you don't have to Google charges for those.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying. All right, let me go look and see something here. Oh. Yeah, back down to 128. Damn it, I'll bet somebody that watched my stream this morning unsubscribed. Boy, that went over
My thing
well.
about it is, you know what the video is going to be about, because I put a thumbnail up on the video, and not only did I put a thumbnail up on the video, it says it right in the freaking title.
Yeah, but you can't specifically narrow it down to one person. It might have been YouTube's AI found someone that has a fake channel. They got rid of the channel, thus it gets rid of the subscription. There's a million, I mean, seriously, a million different things.
You cannot draw any conclusions because you went down one subscriber.
Right, God, if I worried about that,
And you're sitting at 49. You shouldn't expect it to happen within a day or two in the first place, you know. Another week or so and you'll probably be around 55.
if not
And
sooner.
I got a really nice, I got a really nice comment from Blacklock today.
Okay.
Block him.
Let's see here.
He's got me a couple times on Doug's channel.
Oh, here, I'm myself is blocked. Ken Stout is blocked. So here,
Oh,
let
the guy that would.
the guy that was the guy that was pretending to be me. And then no, I in Kenneth, dumbass. Can't even spell right. I am Kenneth, not I in Kenneth. Okay. All right, Josh, are you watching the stream or are you just watching Zoom?
I'm watching Zoom at the moment.
Okay, well then I won't do this. We'll do it later. Remind me after we end the stream. I'll show you how to do it.
Can you see my phone?
Can I see your
Can't see anything right now except the virtual background.
Studio A?
No, came in and then left again. About boom, boom. Now we can see you.
Can I share my screen on my phone?
I guess. What are you going to share?
I wanted to tell you a comment that Blacklock watched me. The comment on my video. Because he's been trying to help me out.
I thought you could see.
Was that?
You have problems with your eyesight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because it's blind leading the blind. He blasted me twice on Doug's this past week.
Who?
Like what?
Yes, I am blind.
If we could get him on dinner night, I'd be a happy camper.
Me and my wife are both blind. We're doing blind.
And then let him lead you. Is that too obscure? The same.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
probably a little bit beyond his experience.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Thank you. I'm just trying to figure out where that came from.
Ah, there it comes.
There you go.
Comment.
Okay, this morning in Rescues Live, I tried to get him to allow me to post your link. He misunderstood why 50 subs are needed. I will try over on the other channels tonight. We will get you to 50 or
And more subs.
and more subs. Keep on trucking.
Well, that's fine.
He's gonna do the same thing that I've been doing, and the same thing I did with Alex. He's gonna go into someone else's. He's gonna say, "Hey, I need to get this guy built up. Here's his link, and hopefully you get subs." There's nothing wrong with it. That's great.
No.
Yeah, hopefully it works.
And by hook or by crook, and just some people just showing up out of curiosity because you got gaming
Yep.
channel name. Eventually, you're going to get there.
Yep. And BH Ringer hit the nail right on the head a couple nights ago. Go watch some of these other gamers, see what they're doing, and if you want to copycat someone, copycat them. Not
Or if you don't like everything they do, but if they have one thing they do that you like, copycat that one thing.
right. Yeah.
And just combine things and make your own as you go. It's trial and error. That's how anybody does it. Excuse me.
Very true.
Well, if you interact with those other channels, they'll be more than willing to help you as well.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree with that. Robert says, "Good evening."
There's that guy still sleeping in that lawn chair.
Why is that? Well,
His sunglasses on.
I'll tell you later.
That's after mowing the lawn.
Yep.
I was worn out after cutting the grass. I got to admit, it wore me out. I didn't think that it would, but it did. I'm not sure why. Put that right there.
It's also wanted me to post my wedding video on my channel, but I'm not going to do that.
You would have to get the permission of the person. You would have to get the permission of the person that posted it to begin with, right? Because it's posted on your church page. So if you was to repost it, I would get their permission before you reposted it.
Right, but it's already been posted, so that's kind of stupid.
No, they posted it, not you. You will be
I
reposting
know
it.
that, but for me to go in and repost it, it's stupid for me to go in and redo something that they'd already did.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
One way of looking at it, I mean.
When you're trying to teach them copyright law in 2 minutes, it isn't going to happen.
Yeah, the good old copyright law again.
I'll probably get a copyright strike.
4.
Playing music in Fortnite.
And I think we covered that. I think you're good on Fortnite.
No, any music that is any music that's part of a game or any game at all, you won't get copyrighted for.
Where did you read that at?
Then why did Doug get a copyright strike?
Because I believe Doug did something about Santa Claus is coming to town with a globe around the world with the Santa sleigh, did he not? Wasn't that why he got dinged?
Alex, where did you hear about that?
That would be you, Alex. Not the other Alex in the room, you.
Where did I hear about what?
That you don't need a copyright on games and whatnot.
No, I haven't gotten a copyright strike on any of my videos on any of my games.
Yeah, but where did you hear that you don't have to have one? I mean, I can break into your house, doesn't mean I don't need a key. Anyway, I thought you may have read it someplace, and I'd be quite interested in your source.
I did not. I just know I haven't gotten one, and I just know I haven't gotten one, but yeah, I've seen other people's videos on YouTube.
And
that have gotten their sound muted because of copyright.
Yeah, some haven't, but still
Well,
the copyright ones.
Okay,
You're
so
extrapolating from the particular to the general, which is a logical error.
right, and the short
I
answer,
don't remember the Latin name for it anymore, but
the short answer is, can you get copyrighted for playing a game on YouTube? In reality, broadcasting yourself playing video games on YouTube, Twitch, or any other social media platform without some sort of transformative aspect is usually in violation of copyright law. So
you have to be doing something, quote, transformative to come under the fair use provision.
right, and just playing your game I don't think is transformative, is it?
No.
So
But you could say, here's how you make certain noise and get people like that, clickbait, da-da-da-da. And,
Yep.
and did you, Ken, did you get what I said? You know,
Yep.
You know, teacher kind of thing.
Sure.
And what points would be great to go
I won't.
Oh, Wintermute is saying camera on you in the corner is transformative. And yes, I agree. There are millions of gameplay videos on YouTube. I have no doubt of that.
So I won't be playing any Nintendo games until I can get a decent controller, because every time I play, I lose the joystick. And it hurts
There's
my
that
back.
grin again.
And I'm not gonna.
You talking about Josh or me?
You? Who's the only one grinning when he said that?
I'm not gonna hurt my thumb just because people want to see me playing Nintendo games.
What games are you going to play on your iPad? And a follow-up question, is your iPad going to be strong enough to support playing the game and streaming on YouTube at the same time?
No, and no, he can't do. No, you can't do that anyway.
Okay.
My wife's gonna play the same games that I was playing on my iPad.
He can't. You can't. The problem is you can of course live stream from your iPad, but you can't share your screen and live stream from your iPad. That's the reason why I said in order for him to stream games on his iPad, he would have to open Zoom, screen mirror his iPad to Zoom,
Yeah, but I don't like
play the
it.
game and record it using the streaming computer.
Yeah, but I don't like that because it's laggy on the iPad.
then I'm confused a little bit. What's the point about getting the 50 subscribers in if you can't really do this from the iPad?
The only thing you can do from the iPad is live stream using the camera and the microphone built into the iPad. You can't actually screen
All
share.
right, so you can live stream yourself talking about something.
Right.
Well,
All
Jeff,
right, I get it.
not that I know anything at all about this, but it's like Alex when he goes someplace with his parents in the car. You can.
Okay, well that's fine. If that's-
Or when I play golf, I'm live streaming on YouTube.
I thought he was talking about live streaming playing a game from the iPad.
But
No.
you can. But you
My other
can.
thing is, let's say I set up a live stream, and I'm not home one time. I can do a real quick live stream and tell everybody, hey, I'm on my way home.
You did that last night when you put it in the chat room that you were on your way home.
Right.
So why do you need to be able to do it? Why do you need to go do it? You're going to take more time setting up the live stream and tell people that than it's worth it.
Right.
Just go into chat like you did and say, "Hey, I'm running a little bit late." You accomplish the same thing.
I think he wants to do it from the iPad just to be doing it from the iPad.
Exactly.
Well,
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong, I've done crap like that too in my life. So, okay.
I want to
Yeah.
try it out. I've never done it before.
Have you ever jumped off a cliff?
No.
Okay, just wondered. I've never done that yet either.
Ever jumped out of an airplane?
If my wife jumped off the cliff, I would jump off the cliff with her.
No, I have not. And if Mrs. K and I get near a cliff, I don't want to see any comments in there about push him.
I'll be the first one.
No, I thought it over and I couldn't do it. Oh shit, Jeff.
I won't be the first one.
Yeah,
Oh
really.
my gosh, hold on.
Yeah.
Hey,
So all I want to talk Mrs. K into doing is when you're hitting the golf ball near a water hazard, as soon as the ball leaves the club, I want her to toss an old ball in the water and make it
I play golf in Florida.
Hey, Ken,
Yes, sir.
if I find my flip phone, will you help me zoom from it?
I don't think that's possible, Greg.
Why not?
Yes.
Just because it flips off doesn't mean it can't zoom.
I remember I liked it. I had a flip phone. I had a Motorola 538, 5387. Real small. Couldn't hear shit on them.
I don't remember what the brand was. First one we had was one for my wife when she was out in the car by herself. It was in a boot that sat on the seat beside her, and the cord plugged into a cigarette lighter in those days.
I think they're Motorola.
Probably, because they were one of the first ones in. I suspect
Oh,
you're correct.
wow.
And had a blue,
How many people have viewed my 50 subscriber video?
I give up. How many?
20. It's gotten 20 views already. And it was posted 10 hours ago.
And you haven't even hit 50 yet.
I know.
I'm going to file a complaint with YouTube. It's false advertising.
Speaking of YouTube,
I'm just going to put false advertising up, not file a complaint.
Alright. You'll get there.
yeah, I mean you'll get there, and then we have to figure out a way to keep you patient and calm for the week it's probably going to take before you get approved, and it takes about a week. Right, Alex?
Right?
I mean, I get it.
We may have to go up there to Pennsylvania and hold him down and stake him to a chair, but we'll keep him patient and calm.
I'll let you do that.
But yeah, if you guys want to see more Nintendo games,
You got a controller ordered?
with that,
Have you ordered a controller so you can play Nintendo?
no, I have not. I don't have any money.
How did your wife sign on today, Josh?
With that,
How did your wife sign on?
I do it for her.
So now, do you need a special Nintendo controller or just a regular one?
Just a regular Nintendo 64 controller that plugs into the back of the computer.
So you can plug it into what on your computer?
USB port.
Regular Nintendo controllers plug into USB. I mean, I don't know. I've never had a Nintendo.
Yeah, that makes two of us. I have no clue.
I'm just asking a real question here because I don't
You
know.
can go online, you can go on Amazon, and there's a whole bunch of like $15 or $20 controllers that you can get that plug in. with the USB, and those can be programmed into the software he uses to play the Nintendo games.
Okay, so they can be programmed to emulate a Nintendo controller.
Yes.
But I wanted to be a fairly decent one because I'm tired of reading the joystick.
But the only reason you're losing the joystick is because your room is so messy. So the only person you can blame for that is yourself.
Well, my wife said she would get me one, and I'm still waiting.
How did you lose it?
It keeps coming off.
Was it broken when you got it, or did you break it after you got it?
He broke it after he got it.
Do you guys answer each other's questions? I swear I ask him a question, you answer it. I ask him a question, you answer it.
Kind of like you and Win.
I don't answer it.
Well, I don't answer her questions. I give up on that years ago.
No, I think it was broken when I got it, but I think it was made cheap.
Did you buy it at GameStop?
Yep.
Shouldn't you taken it back and say this was broken?
Yeah, but I don't have the receipt.
Oh, well, that.
What happened to the receipt?
I don't know. Fuck with it.
It's on the floor somewhere.
I knew somebody was going to say that.
I thought it would be in bed.
Covered up by a bunch of clothes.
Yeah.
But there's no point in putting the joystick back on it because it's just going to be coming off anyway. I gave up on that.
And did. Okay.
So you don't want a joystick?
No, I do.
Okay.
I need a controller is what I need.
No, but I mean,
I'm
I've
confused.
never had a Nintendo, so I'm just asking you. So a regular Nintendo controller has a joystick as well as buttons.
Not the regular one. If they make them, then if they got USB ports, USB can have it on them.
You use a little round button.
Little round button.
On the controller.
Yeah.
Why don't you have somebody at one of the caregivers glue it on for you?
I don't think that's a possibility, is it?
It probably threads on.
Maybe.
You probably don't know where the little piece that fell off or got broke is at, do you?
Well, that's the part, because I had it last week and I thought I put it back on. And then I came home on last week and I lost it already.
I'm just looking at something on here. It says, here's a Nintendo 64 USB controller for Windows PC. So that's basically what you want, something like that.
Yeah.
Can
It's
you?
got a USB port. Okay, and it's got a little button that sticks out a little bit right in the middle that I guess that's the joystick.
Yeah.
Alright.
I will not have any content on my channel over the weekend,
Alright.
but there's plenty of content for people to want.
Hey Ken, I saw that Naomi Judd committed suicide.
Yeah, they came out, I think it was yesterday, and the one daughter said that she had some kind of a disease that was literally made her brain hurt and that she no longer's in pain. I believe the night that it was reported she died, it was also unsubstantiated, but it was reported it was a suicide.
Yeah. yeah.
So,
Gunshot.
yeah.
Well, they didn't say what the exact cause was originally, but when she said it was due to mental illness, that was kind of a hint that
Sure.
she took her own life.
Sure. So, groundbreaking news. I stopped by Mom's today. Lorna went in 2 hours early. So I stopped by Mom's to make sure she was all right. We got to talk about golfing. Now, my mom will be 84 in July. She can barely walk sometimes. And she says, you know, I should go out there and clean up my clubs and go golfing with you sometime. And without chuckling, without saying anything, I said, I would really like that. And I would. If she could play one hole of golf, that would be amazing. Because her back is so bad. And, the ability to stand and swing a golf club at 84, that would impress the hell out of me. But I sure wasn't going to go say, oh, come on, Mom, you know you can't do that.
No, well, I mean, she's not going to think about it all the time. She may think about it from time to time, and if it gives her a little pleasure to think about going golfing with her son, hey, that's great.
And I told her if she wants to go, I'll pay for it. If they want to charge me for her to play 18 holes and she plays 1 or 2, that is fine. I got no problems with that.
Absolutely.
But the problem is, I can't play a lot of the stuff that the gamers are playing. I can't play it because I don't have graphics for it. So whatever I play would have to be onboard graphics capable.
Well, if you need a graphics card, then that means you start saving your nickels. Because there'll be graphics cards available that will fit in a slot on that motherboard for a long time.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And you don't have to play some of the older games. You sure don't need the latest and greatest kid graphics card that costs $800. You know.
Well, what would be in my ballpark? What would you guys suggest?
I'm going to say something about in the range that Ken got would play the older games fine. And you're talking between $200 and $300, so you got to save your nickels for a while, but it's possible. But it just depends how important that is to you.
Yeah.
Now, if you're more interested.
Wow, Jeff just froze.
And Jeff just cut out.
Cut out and froze.
Nintendo games,
And he's back.
PC.
No, is he back? Are you back, Jeff?
Me? Oh.
Yes, you.
Froze.
Yes, my
You-
internet connection is unstable, but
Yeah, you
I'm
briefly.
hearing all of you guys all right.
Yeah, you briefly froze. You started to say something and it went ding, and you were frozen,
Okay.
and then you came back. Check chat, please, Jeff. When you get a chance. So Jeff froze on everybody's end, not just mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it said my connection was unstable. I don't know what that's about, but that's the message I got on my Zoom screen.
Okay.
So it was me and not the other end. Alex, for
Yes?
playing some of these old Nintendo games on the PC, I would assume integrated graphics is pretty good, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh,
Integrated graphics is fine. There's no need for a graphics card for anything like that.
All right. But so, I mean, even if he had a very modest graphics card by today's standards, something like Ken bought or something like I'm talking about buying, the 3060 range or the, what is it, 6600?
Well, he don't even need that.
He wouldn't see any benefit from having any kind of graphics
No,
card.
no, I don't mean for the Nintendo stuff, but I meant he could play some of the older PC games with one of those.
Probably, I'm not real.
So, well, I mean, I recall seeing some old videos on there, maybe with a carriage or whatever, from 3 or 4 years back, like a 1070 graphics card. And that was adequate to play the new games 3 or 4 years ago. The cards have to increase in power to keep up with the new games and vice versa.
I know it's only May, the typical one for Christmas, I would like to see Alex be wrong on something.
Well, you must have not been paying attention the other night because he was wrong twice in one night. Christmas is over. I'm just such the bearer of great news tonight, aren't I?
Yeah.
So, Josh, what games is it that you want to play that requires a graphics card?
I'd like to check out Home for, oh God, what was that game that I was talking about last night?
And now remember, the games that you want to play that require a graphics card, also, with the exception of Fortnite, which doesn't require a graphics card, also requires that you buy the game.
Ah.
That's another thing you got to remember. Just
I wanted to check out Halo because I haven't played that.
because you got to buy. Not only do you have to buy the graphics card, you also have to buy the game. Because last time I checked, Halo wasn't free.
And I was hoping I could get on board with, what's his name? Me and him could work out a deal where I could go on and try some of his games and see what they were like. That I'd have to talk to him about.
Death mode.
Yeah.
But in order to do that, you have to have his login information in order to log into his Zoom account.
I don't know if he'd be willing to do that.
If I was him, I wouldn't.
But I'm willing to work out a deal with someone if someone wants to do that. Like Ken and Robert have.
So apparently Halo is no longer going to be free after May of this year. It was free up until May 2022, if I'm reading this correctly.
I'm on a website right now where you can download it for free.
Put that link in chat and I'll download it now and that'll take care of that.
It doesn't mean it'll still play for free later.
That's
Those
true.
things talk to the net. So you can try that.
Yeah, but I can't think of any other games I want to play.
Alright.
Halo would be the only one.
You could probably play one of the original Halo games if you can get a hold of one for using a relatively modest graphics card.
Alex, can I put you in charge of that or should I ask someone else?
Put me in charge of
Yeah.
what?
It's in chat.
Finding me a Halo game that's relatively decent.
I just sent you a link to it.
I know, Chris.
Is it a torrent link? Is it a link to download a torrent, or is it a...
No,
No,
it's
it's not.
PNC. 131 megabytes.
So what is Halo about?
The first person shooter game.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
This time.
One a day's fine with me.
If I could actually get some decent money together, I'd be willing to buy a Phoenix team and get some real game in it. Because I like to play duty free, but coming across the window of that Phoenix team is going to be kind of hard.
Don't be stuck in the past. Get some
Well,
you can
if
play
I
on your
could...
new machine.
Well, if I could convince someone at the college to let me buy one of them machines off of them if they got it in storage up here at the college, buy some of that RAM they've got, buy one of them computers they've got computers that are from that era of Windows XP stacked to the ceiling, and nothing to do with them.
If a person is bound and determined, I found a couple of websites that sell brand new computers running Windows XP.
Because I'd be willing to fire up Doom 3.
You can get a version of Doom that'll run on your new computer.
By brand new old stock, or do you mean brand new CPU and newer generation?
No, there are companies out there making brand new computers that will run Windows XP for people who need to continue running spatialized software that's never been moved over to Windows 7 or later. It's a niche market.
But the problem is, if I get a Windows XP machine, where the heck am I going to put it?
The real question is, why would you want a Windows XP machine?
Good question.
There are games, you can get a version of Doom, for example, that will run on your new computer. Not the original Doom, but a version, Doom blah blah blah, I don't know what the exact title is.
Doom Eternal.
Yep.
Doom what?
Eternal. Yeah.
Put it in chat, and I'll download it.
Well, you don't download it, you have to pay for it.
Ooh. Hey,
Then
Jim.
you can download it.
I'm not paying for it.
Yep, not getting it then.
Well, then my response is my usual response, sucks to be you.
It's like the TV commercial where the guy's using the squeegee to wash his windows. He goes, "No gas, no squeegee." Have you seen that one yet?
No, sounds good though.
He's got an electric car. It's a hybrid. He doesn't really need a lot of gas. And the attendant goes, "No gas and no squeegee."
How are you, Jim?
So, not like the old days where you go pull in the Texaco station in the ads and 5 guys come running up to your car.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's not 1950 anymore.
Yep.
Yeah, those days are long gone. Long gone.
And in some respects, they should stay that way.
Yeah.
Pay people jobs.
How are you, Jim?
Tired.
Did you do your walk today?
I have done my 3rd walk in as many days.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, my legs are paying for it though.
Gotta work into it.
Actually thinking about putting a live stream so that Jeff and Jim can make a comment in chat so that I can get them to be moderators.
Well, sometime I'll be in there and you can make me a moderator if you want, but I won't be around a lot probably, and there's not too much point in having me a moderator if I'm not going to be there much.
You like
I mean,
games?
you're free to do it, of course.
You're not a gamer, Jeff?
Not really. Only thing I ever played was the original Doom back in MS-DOS days, and one stupid car racing game I told you that came with a Micron computer I had at work. I don't even remember what the name of it was now.
Although I was really proud of my wife tonight. She didn't call me when I was live streaming. Waited until I was done and then she texted me, so you couldn't have
You know how you fix that, right? You turn your wire
Yes,
screen,
but I don't want to
turn
do
your
that.
phone off.
Yes, but I don't want to do that because my wife could always come first. My wife could come first before
Yep.
my argument.
Yep.
Because you know what they say.
Nobody will argue with you.
No.
Well, nobody who wants to stay conscious.
So I know I heard my phone ding, but I have no messages or no email or anything else. That's weird. Now the phone's got a ghost in it. So Wintermute put a link in for Jeff. Doom.fandom.com. WikiHow.
Yeah, the source code for
Alright.
the original Doom is out there someplace. Id open sourced it. Some people moved it to Linux and a couple other things way back when. Don't have no idea how well it works on other systems.
There are a couple of Nintendo games that I'm waiting for Alex to download. But I guess I'll be waiting for a while.
No, my question is, why don't you download them?
Number one, I don't know how to spell them. But that's
You
why,
hurry up, Alex, and use them. Can't take all day.
that's why I sent the photos to Alex. Because I can't spell them.
What was that?
I think people are just having some fun with me and sending me messages, so my phone goes ding. But at least it hasn't gone wah, 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 yet, and it will.
Looks like Jim's got a tie in again.
You know,
Oh, here we go with the tie again. I said it for you, Jim. I got it covered for you
yeah, I
tonight.
want to figure out how to send you a message so it goes ding dong, Avon going.
Oh, I'm sure somebody can figure that out. So Rick texted me a while ago, not this series, and said he probably won't be on. They were having some really bad weather with tornado watches, I believe it was.
Yep.
Watches where the conditions are correct and warnings when.
Right.
Okay, so it was watches then. But he said he would try to join if we're still on after the storm passed through. So.
I started watching this video. Yeah.
Did he upload his third one yet? I'm kind of wanting to see that one.
Yeah, there's one for today.
Oh, was there? Okay.
Yes.
Only because I asked him to. Because right after he uploaded it, he said something on Facebook to me.
Hey Josh, there's a link in chat for Nintendo 64 ROMs.
Oops, that was not the right one.
Okay.
Wrong button.
Hey, Tim.
And speaking of, hey Rick, does the storms pass through?
What was that?
Have the storms passed through?
From what I've heard, the first set of storms went through. We're supposed to get some later, but I don't think that's supposed to be till after midnight.
Okay.
Are your ears burning, Rick?
No, why?
We were just talking about you.
No.
I was just mentioning how you texted me and said you wouldn't be on till later due to the storms.
You know, it seems to have calmed down for now, so.
Right.
Well, welcome to this storm, boys. It's been good.
Really?
Nah, I'm just kidding. Somebody said something I was going to say. Never mind.
Super Mario 23, I already have. I didn't have any dude for Nintendo 64.
Are you still walking about the same amount of distance every day, Jim, or have you increased it any?
I've been alternating two different routes. One's about 1 1/4 to 1 1/3, and the other is 2. So, for example, let's see what's today. Today's Thursday. Tuesday I did the 2-mile route. Yesterday I did the 1 1/3, and today I did another 2-mile. So, and normally if I do the 2-mile, I try to skip a day. Just I need time to recover.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's got to work into it. I need to start walking again. I had a route in my neighborhood that I could walk down to the nearest big cross street and back. It was 1.5 miles from my house. Sort of measured by just driving it in the truck. not exact, but close to a mile and a half. But I got to where I could do that in 20 minutes on a good day. Not jogging. I'm not going to jog on these old knees, but just walking as fast as I could. And humming the old army tunes from basic training.
Yeah, it takes me roughly about 45 minutes or so to do the 2-mile one.
Well, that's not bad when you're starting out. I mean, and it's not. You just when you get to you can do it, and you don't have to have a day to recuperate, then you'll know you've made some progress.
Yeah, I don't think I'm quite there yet.
No. And if that requires 3 or 4 months to get there, that's fine too.
So we're not going to see you on the national news making some kind of marathon headlines here shortly?
God, come on.
26 miles.
I was asking Jeff, but clearly we'll rule you out at the same time.
Yeah, right.
I bet you I could walk at least 3 or 4 miles.
What is it, 26 miles, 385 yards or something like that is a marathon?
What, a marathon? It's about a mile and some, a little further than I ever want to think about doing.
5,284 feet is a mile.
So, several places out here like to have half marathons, but I don't even think I want to do a half marathon at this point.
It's above a mile, yes?
26 miles, 385 yards for a marathon.
So a half would be 13 something?
Yep.
Still clearly above a mile?
Oh.
I'm still clearly not doing it. I think right now, in all honesty, if someone were to say, hey, can you walk a mile? I'm going to say, no. Not in any great length of time, I can't. I might walk a mile and that'd be about it for the day.
That says here, marathon is 26.2188 miles, according to my friend at Google. Yep, 26 miles, 385 yards.
How much walking do you think you do on a golf course, Ken?
Right now, very little because I'm still using the cart. Yesterday when I played, I did more walking and let her drive the cart because I needed to try to get my thoughts together on what I was not doing right. If I play tomorrow and she doesn't go with me, I'm going to walk the entire course. Now, having said that, there might not be a show tomorrow night. If she doesn't work and she goes with me, I'll get the cart only for her to drive the cart and carry the golf clubs, but I'm going to try to walk the whole course.
That would be the better thing to do to start with, not trying to carry the clubs the whole damn way.
Well, I've got a pull cart. I just got to pull it.
Is it true if you drive a golf cart too fast, it'll tip over?
Under certain circumstances, I'm sure you could tip it over.
Because I've done it, but yeah, you can do it, but it's...
If you get it full speed and you make a sudden turn, you could tip it. Or if you're...
Yeah, go up a hill at an incline.
Yeah.
Both of us lean in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Or if you get off the... Yeah. Or if you're on the golf path and you got this much of a drop and you suddenly go... Yeah, you could.
Does anybody know how to spell Rugrats?
Rugrats?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spell it for you. You ready?
Hold on, I don't have the thing open.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Is that a game?
Yeah,
I know the cartoon thing, Rugrats, but...
Yeah, it was a game for Nintendo 64. Go ahead, Tim.
Rugrats. ALEX space JOSH. Rugrats. In all sincerity, it's RUGRATS.
There's like a whole pot full of Rugrats games.
That was a Nintendo show, was it not? Television show?
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, okay.
Way far.
There's okay. I'm on a
Way going in the waiting room.
1, 2.
Talking about Rugrats scavenger hunt?
Yeah, and there's one other one. Rugrats in Paris, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two are available for Nintendo 64. I'm looking, I don't see another one.
Rugrats in Paris, that would be the movie or the game I'm trying to download.
You speak French?
Oui.
BH, do you speak any French?
Very little. And I took it in school.
Was it mandatory to take in school?
Pardon me?
Was it mandatory that you took it in school?
For a couple of the grades it was, yeah.
Wow.
And
Okay.
it was optional in high school, but I took it in, I think, grade 7 and 8 perhaps.
I took 2 years in high school and 1 year in college. I never got to where I could think in French, and if you don't reach that point, it's pretty much useless to you. You can't think in English and translate in your head and talk. You gotta learn to think in the other language.
I can't find it at all. They don't have it.
What, the Paris one?
Yeah.
I get it for you.
It's not on here.
I can read a little bit of French if I try hard and have a dictionary.
That makes sense what you just said, though. You have to be able to get to think it before you can. That makes sense.
I mean, and I reached the point in college, the last class I had, we were having to write compositions in French. And I was thinking of it in English and then translating to write it in French, and needless to say, I didn't do very well. I learned enough, I got through the French language exam when I was in grad school, that's all I cared about. And it was a stupid exam. You went to the library and got a French book in something that was sort of related to your field, went home and studied it for 6 weeks, and then you'd go in and the language department would randomly pick 2 sections out of it for you to translate, and you had an hour to translate each section, and they wanted a literal translation, not a good translation. So it was kind of a stupid test. I found a math book of some kind, and as it happened, the examiner picked one section that I had already translated when I was studying for the exam, so I knocked that out in about 10 minutes. Then I had almost 2 hours to do the other one, which I hadn't seen before.
That was 50 cents well invested, wasn't it?
It's in the chat, Josh.
Alright. I'll work on getting figure out a way to get the controller there on fucking Nintendo games back up. Cause I got a lot of views on that Nintendo stuff. I got like 84 views on one of them.
Good.
That's, if you're getting views on it, maybe that's where you should concentrate.
Yep.
Excuse me, Pepsi.
I'm surprised you're not drinking Mountain Dew.
No, I've had enough Mountain Dew for the day. I think I need to switch to something with a little less caffeine.
You know, I think you're gonna get the thing tonight.
What?
You're not drinking your addiction tonight?
No. No, not tonight.
That video you did, that first video you did was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I'm gonna go get a refill or something, I don't know what, maybe coffee. Stay awake. stay awake.
I was on a live stream earlier today and got hit with a bunch of those porn spammers, and none of the mods nor the owner knew how to get rid of them. And they just kept coming back and coming back. It was like they were taunting them.
You think that's a bot doing that, or you think it's an actual person?
I think in this case it's an actual person. If it was a bot, it'd be automated, so it'd be random. But the way this one was acting today, all they did is delete the messages. They didn't bother to actually hide them.
Mm-hmm.
They just kept coming back. The same person, whoever it was.
Right.
Just kept coming back. That could have been automated. I don't know. But
I would have to say overall I've been fairly lucky. We have spurts every now and then. But for the most part, it's not too bad. Comments are starting to pick up on getting some things I'm not liking, and I can't remember how I set that way back when to when I wouldn't get those things. Uh-oh. I think the fish cam just moved. Nope.
Oh, the comments should show up after you stick the video up?
Yeah.
Can I unblock spam from my phone, or does it have to be on the computer?
Let me look on Studio on my phone. I don't know. Honestly, have no idea. Alex might know.
You should be able to do it from your phone. I don't see where you wouldn't be able to.
Well, except you have to be able to get into, to do that, you have to be able to get into your channel analytics, and then you have to get into community. And I'm on my phone on the studio, and I'm not seeing how to get into analytics and or the community. Okay, there's analytics. So my analytics is overview, reach, engagement. I don't have community on here, so let me attack this a different way. Go back to the dashboard. See if... So I got a comment today from somebody named Speedy C. It says, "Hi Ken, I know how you feel when it comes to Windows 10. Wants to do updates at the wrong time. LOL, even though you only wanted to do a simple reset to correct a problem." That comment was interesting. And then I got a comment on my fish tank channel about the fish tank from somebody that is in the fish tank industry. And that made me feel pretty good. I don't see how you could do it. Give me a second. There's got to be a way. Let me click on the button up here. Go into settings. Yeah, you can get into settings, but you cannot get into the community. You can get into push notifications, comment notifications, currency, and about. You cannot get into the part that you need to. And I'm sure the iPad's going to be pretty close to the same thing as this.
Wow.
It is exactly the same thing. It's just different between a different layout for your phone versus a iPad.
I've hit 53 subscribers.
Yes, Winter Mute, I believe that was about last night's crash, which all of a sudden YouTube just stopped doing this thing. I don't know what happened. I still don't know what happened.
Oh, you forgot to pay your damn bill again.
And I told her to take care of it.
Isn't it automatically deducted for stuff like that?
Stuff like what?
Your internet and electricity and water bill and gas bill.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Alex. Don't they automatically take it out of your bank account?
Only if you set it up to do so.
Okay. Yours isn't set up for that?
No. I like to pay the bills That way I know they're paid, and I know the exact amounts paid, and they don't get any more money than they could. I've always got a phobia of, if the bill's $90, what's to stop them from taking $180? And then saying, oh, whoops, we didn't mean to do that, and 6 months later you get your $90
It's
back.
because of the very fine print at the bottom of the page that nobody reads, that says that, or they'll say that, or if it increases, all of a sudden they'll say that they increase the service charges or the motor and window charges or whatever.
Yeah, okay, I get that, but what? Okay, so if your bill's $90, let's just say you have a $90 bill, and you set it up for them to automatically take it out of your account. And one month you go check your bank and you see where $90 was taken out on the 10th and $90 was taken out on the 12th for the same bill. You're going to tell me that's in the fine print that they can take the bill out twice somehow?
No.
I get they getting.
I've never had a problem with electronic billing.
I don't. Yeah, I'm sure it's pretty secure, but I just have this phobia of it happening.
Never. They take out exactly what they charge. That's it.
A couple of the utilities here will let you cap what gets taken out, so that when you set up the automatic billing.
So if your bill's $200 and you've capped it at $150, they're going to take out the $150 and you owe them $50.
Right, you'll still
Okay.
owe them the money, of course.
Yeah.
But
I do have a couple, like the house payment. It's set up automatically.
I think it's Nevada Power, well, Nevada Energy, what they call themselves now,
Yeah.
has a cap you can set up. I'd have to go and look, but the other thing I do on the ones that I can do, like electricity and gas bill, I set it up on the equal payment plan, because those tend to be seasonal in variation.
Right, right.
And like my Nevada Energy bill is like $216 a month now, which is more than I would like for it to be.
I got a question for you. I was watching the Las Vegas CBS earlier today, and did your weather yesterday seriously not get above 50 degrees yesterday?
No, it got about, it was in the 60s or low 70s.
Kind of unseasonal though, isn't it?
Yep. By Saturday, we're going to hit 100, so it's going to average out.
It's going to balance it out, sure. Okay.
Today, I was out doing a couple of errands, and it was like mid-70s today.
Jeff, have you checked your mail lately?
Yes, I got a card from you today. I haven't opened it yet. It's just in the mailbox tonight. Thank you, Josh.
You're welcome. I didn't want to say anything to you beforehand because I wanted it to be a surprise.
All right.
61, I got my landscape timbers put down, and it started to rain.
Wouldn't let a little rain slow me down.
It's not supposed to rain here for the next 10 days, for at least.
Rain? What's that?
Really?
I'll send you some.
Hey, Tim?
Yes.
Our bathtub ring around Lake Mead is around 200 feet now. Phew.
I hate to ask this.
Then don't.
But is there any way that we can add Terry's clock to my thing of clock?
At whose clock?
My clock.
No, whose clock do you want to add?
Terry. Kind of.
It's already on there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the same as Jeff's,
Okay.
which is the same as Doug's and the same as Tim's and the same as Costanza's and.
But the difference between Carrie's and everybody else's is Carrie's never changes. Arizona never changes their time zone.
Right. His standard time is our daylight savings time at the moment. They're equal.
Okay.
When they change back, when we change back in the fall, they won't be equal. He'll be Mountain Standard Time, and we'll be Pacific Standard Time in the fall, whenever that comes around.
For some reason, the clock won't work as well over there.
Because you don't. We'll cover it later.
So he's mountain for part of the year, and he's
Well, he's mountain all the time, but he's mountain standard time the whole year. Arizona doesn't change to daylight savings time except in one or two isolated locations.
And Nevada changes and California changes, so
Yeah.
X amount of months out of the year, they're all on the same time.
So when it's daylight savings time here in California, we're the same as Kerry's mountain standard time.
Yep.
But when we go back to standard, then they aren't the same anymore.
I might come out with a video at some point tomorrow morning because I just saw 53 subscribers.
You're up to 53?
Well, look in the morning and see if you still got 53. Might be somebody just browsing through for a while. Of course, they will wait until they see a new video, maybe.
True.
I
Very
didn't
true.
know. I was looking. There's only 6 states that are on mountain, and New Mexico is one. So
New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, or at least part of Colorado. Wyoming.
If I
I don't remember.
do it quick, if I do a video in the morning, it's gonna be relatively quick. Cause my live coming at 8:15.
You have to work in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do a video, it'll be real quick. It'll be like a minute video probably. If
When did
not,
you come home?
I'm not coming home tomorrow.
Going to your aunt's?
Yep.
Right.
I might post it down at my aunt's house, maybe.
Yeah.
Why don't you just record it on your phone and then upload it at your aunt's?
Yeah, I could do that.
Alright, so I started the outro on the YouTube stream itself. I'm getting ready to... Wintermute says 57 now. Congratulations. So, you'll get it.
I have no doubt that I'll get it. Thank you for everyone that subscribed.
And you have to wait about a
Send me the
week.
money to pay all those people I talked
Ish.
into subscribing.
Yeah.
And I see that the dancing girls are there, so now let me...
Whoa, I can't miss the dancing girls.
You better hurry. I'm getting ready to stop the stream.
Well, let them wiggle their butts a little longer.